Miss Stanton?
Where's Mr. Meadows?
I'm sorry, he's not available at the moment. I'm Detective Constable Rawton. Can I help?
This is serious. I've come straight from the hospital, from my night shift.
Would you like to come in here? Now, what did you want to tell me?
I'm sorry, I have to talk to Mr. Meadows.
I'm sure Mr. Meadows would be quite happy for you to discuss anything with me.
Well, no offence meant, but this is hard enough in the first place. I've met Mr. Meadows, you see. I'll be all right if I speak with him.
No, you're 100% wrong. Yeah. Come on. No, I've talked to him. Look, I'll get back to you. Yeah.
Gov, Liz wondered if you had a moment.
Does he look like it?
She didn't want to bother you, Gov, but she was with a nurse called Irene Stanton, who's alleging a suspicious death at St. Hugh's. She said she'd only speak to you.
Me?
Yeah, she says she knows you.
How?
She's not saying, but she's adamant she either talks to you or she leaves. So what shall I tell Liz, Gov?
All right, I'll come. Miss Stanton. I'm Detective Chief Inspector Meadows.
Yes, I know. Do you remember me?
Well, I meet a lot of people. You work at St. Hugh's, yeah?
6 months ago, I was in A&E. You came in to see a patient.
It was a robbery?
Yes.
That's right, and you gave me some information. Your patient had given you the name of his attacker.
Yes, I never found out. Did you get a conviction?
We did, yes. A custodial sentence.
I knew you would. That's why I had to speak to you personally, Mr. Meadows. It's a question of confidence. You do understand now, don't you?
Well, what would you like to tell us, Miss Stanton?
Oh, call me Irene, please. I'm a sister now on a medical ward. We had a patient, an elderly woman called Mrs. Southwell. She had cancer of the pancreas. It was terminal. She was in a lot of pain. Her consultant had prescribed some analgesic, diamorphine. His name is Jonathan Forsyth.
Go on.
Well, last night I was on duty with staff nurse Holt, Diana Holt. Mrs. Southwell asked her to page Mr. Forsyth at home. He comes in, signs out some more analgesic. He pulled the curtains round her bed. After a few minutes, I went over and I saw Mr. Forsyth put an empty syringe in his pocket.
Are you sure it was empty?
Yes. He put it in his breast pocket. I thought it was strange. He left. Shortly afterwards, Mrs. Southwell had a heart attack.
How long after he left?
3-4 minutes. Nurse Holt and I had just got out the resus trolley when Mr. Forsyth appeared, said, "Leave her. Let nature take its course." He signed the death certificate.
And what time was this?
11:30. I think he gave her a lethal injection.
But you didn't actually see an injection take place?
No. But he didn't dispose of the syringe. He took it away. That's what made me wonder, along with the other things, why he came in especially to see Mrs. Southwell, why he waited till after her heart attack. I mean, it was like the whole thing had been planned.
This is a very serious allegation. Have you told St. Hugh's?
No, I thought you should be the first to know.
Right. I'm going to need a statement from you, and then I shall have to organise a post-mortem for Mrs. Southwell.
Right.
We shall then have to make inquiries at St. Hugh's, which may not be very pleasant for you.
Believe me, the hardest thing was walking in here.
So, we're going to investigate the death of a woman who was going to die anyway and probably wanted to.
I know how you feel, Liz. But Irene Stanton's made an allegation. We have no choice but to establish what happened and report to the Crown Prosecution. I'll get them to the coroner's office, get them to sort out the PM. And then I'll give St. Hugh's the good news. Jenna Morris. I'm Detective Chief Inspector Meadows.
Yes, we spoke on the phone.
This is Detective Constable Rawton.
I must say I'm surprised that Irene Stanton, of all people, didn't come to me.
I expect I'm the last person you wanted to hear it from.
Well, all complaints are usually brought to the attention of the medical director in the first instance.
And that's procedure?
Yes. I'll have to talk to her.
Well, despite this lapse, I hope you'll assist our inquiry.
Oh, yes, of course. I want this cleared up as quickly as possible.
Has Mr. Forsyth been at St. Hugh's long?
5 years. He's a key member of staff. He's popular, committed. His wife chairs the Friends of St. Hugh's.
And Irene Stanton, is she popular?
I'd say more respected than liked. She has standards some of the younger members of staff find it difficult to live up to.
What about her home life?
She's one of those that are married to their job, Chief Inspector. Yes? Thanks. Diana Holt's here. She's waiting on the ward where Mrs. Southwell was a patient. Jonathan.
Morning, John.
This is Detective Chief Inspector Meadows and Detective Constable Rawton from Sun Hill. I phoned Jonathan to inform him of the situation.
Nothing underhand, I assure you.
We've no objection.
It wouldn't have stayed secret at St. Hugh's for long, anyway. Much the same at Sun Hill, I imagine. So I thought I should present myself for questioning. Isn't that the done thing?
Thank you. But we've got other inquiries to make before we talk to you.
You don't want to question me now?
Not now. You'll appreciate that the investigation has to proceed in stages.
Very well. I can be patient. But go easy on Nurse Holt, will you? This has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with her.
So, what's it all about? I heard rumours. Mr. Forsyth said...
So you've already spoken to Mr. Forsyth?
I wanted to know what was going on.
And what did he say?
Oh, he said he couldn't talk, it would look bad. Is it Mrs. Southwell?
We're looking into the circumstances of her death. So which was her bed?
That one.
And you were...
At the nursing station.
with the curtains drawn around the bed?
Yep.
So you wouldn't be able to see?
No. Look, you've got it all wrong. Really wrong.
Is there somewhere a bit more private we can talk?
So, what's Irene Stanton said about it?
Well, you tell us.
Mrs. Southwell died, as expected. She knew it was coming.
She knew she was dying.
She'd been a nurse once. She said death held no mystery for her. I liked her.
And Mrs. Southwell died of heart failure.
Best way to go in my book.
So what were you doing when Mr. Forsyth made his visit?
I was at the nursing station with Irene.
And what happened when he arrived?
He came over to us, said he was going to give Mrs. Southwell an injection of diamorphine. Irene had to sign for it too. It'll be down on the drug sheet. Then he went over to her bed and gave her the injection.
And you said the curtains were drawn?
Yeah. There was nothing special in that. It's routine.
What about the syringe, Diana? How did he dispose of that?
I don't know.
Did Irene go over to Mrs. Southwell's bed?
I think so.
Did she?
Yeah.
She said she saw Mr. Forsyth put an empty syringe into his breast pocket.
I wasn't paying that much attention. I was busy with my paperwork.
At any time after Mrs. Southwell's death, did she mention anything she saw or what her concerns were?
No. She'd already decided, hadn't she? He killed her. Look, Irene always said that if she suspected someone, she'd go to the police. She said we had no right to play God.
If Irene Stanton's got an axe to grind, it puts a question mark on her whole story.
Well, she might be using us, but so far, everyone we've talked to has got some sort of axe to grind. We've just got to leave them to it. Mrs. Southwell's son might give us a better angle on what she wanted.
Mrs. Southwell?
What is it?
I'm Detective Chief Inspector Meadows, and this is Detective Constable Rawton from Sun Hill.
Yeah?
Look, I know it's a bad time for you, but do you mind if I come in?
I'd offer you a cuppa, but I'm out.
No, don't worry.
Family bereavement. I won't be able to get to the shops.
Well, that's what we wanted to talk to you about.
Mum?
We understand she died last night.
Yeah.
How were you told?
Mr. Forsyth rang.
About what time?
Midnight or so. He was very kind.
When was the last time you saw her?
Yesterday afternoon, she wasn't too good, really. Look, what's all this about?
I think you better sit down.
You've got something bad to tell me, haven't you?
A serious allegation has been made. One of the staff at St Hughes claims that Mr Forsyth assisted your mother's death with an injection. The primary cause of death was a heart attack.
But it was cancer. I should know. I had to watch her.
Look, I know this is very difficult, but we're under an obligation to investigate.
Who said all this about Mum?
One of the nurses on duty.
Thanks.
And I'm afraid we're going to have to organise a post-mortem.
On Mum?
And that has to be done immediately.
But what about the funeral? Mum had arranged it all. Mr Forsyth said he'd come.
She was very close to Mr Forsyth, wasn't she?
Yeah, he was really good to her. She always said she was very lucky.
And she was a nurse, of course. Did she ever mention what Mr Forsyth was prepared to do for her?
What do you mean?
If your mother thought she couldn't continue, Mr Southwell.
What are you saying? That Mum wanted to kill herself? Is that what you're saying, is it?
Well, we know nothing for certain at the moment, and I think we should continue this later.
Yeah. All right.
Liz, I'm just spoken to the coroner's office.
Yeah?
PM report's through. The initial findings show that the cause of death was a heart attack. Toxicology report won't be through for at least a week.
That long?
Until we know the poison, we're on a fishing trip.
So what do we do, Gov? Put everything on hold for a week?
I think it's time we had a chat with Mr Forsyth.
Oh, sir.
Reg.
I just brought somebody in on an RTA. I think you should know about it.
Yeah?
Actually, it was Polly that made the connection. Apparently you were with her earlier. Irene Stanton?
Irene Stanton in a traffic accident.
Well, it was only a knock. Nobody was injured, but why had the breathalyzer?
Was she over?
Well, only on the first one, not on the second.
Has she been released yet?
Well, no. See, I mentioned the connection to Sergeant Boyden, and he's keeping her down in custody. He's taking his time with the paperwork, in case you want to talk to her.
Irene.
Mr. Meadows. Well, I was hoping you wouldn't find out about this, but I suppose that was a little unrealistic.
Perhaps we should have a word. Matt, is your office free?
Help yourself.
This way.
I am free to go.
Yeah, when all the paperwork's done. So, what's going on?
Mrs. Morris called me back to St. Hugh's this morning. She told me there could be an internal inquiry, and because of morale, I could be suspended. I was upset.
Well, what you did was unpopular.
Suspended? I've done nothing wrong.
You trod on the hospital's toes. You didn't follow procedure.
If I had done, no one would ever have heard about this. Anyway, I went to the pub. It was a moment of weakness. To be honest, I was thinking, is it worth it?
And is that what you feel now? Look, I have to tell you this. We've spoken to Dinah Holt, and she says the only reason that Mr Forsyth saw Mrs Southwell was to give her an injection of diamorphine. Now, you also signed for that drug.
She knows perfectly well. He could have signed for a drug he had no intention of using.
So it's your word against hers.
You don't believe me, do you?
Look, I'm just trying to find out what happened last night. At least I hope that's all I'm doing.
What do you mean?
Well, Dinah Holt also said that you have very strong opinions on euthanasia and that you threatened to report anybody you suspected. Is that true?
My views are common knowledge at St. Hugh's. I don't try to hide them.
Is that why you came here?
No.
To make a point. We're not going to run a campaign for you.
I'm not asking you to. Perhaps I should forget about the whole thing. It would make life easier for everyone if I just kept my mouth shut.
If you're convinced that a crime has been committed, then we are obliged to investigate. Our personal feelings don't come into this.
Thank you for saying that.
So?
I believe that Mr. Forsyth deliberately killed Mrs. Southwell.
Right. Then we carry on.
Ah, Liz. The front office just called up. There's a Mr. Southwell to see you. Been waiting an hour, apparently.
Really? Sir?
Yeah?
First of all, I'm sorry about yesterday, but it was just too soon after Mum's death. And what you told me really shook me up.
There's no need to apologise.
Anyway, After you'd gone, I went for a long walk. I thought things over. That's when I remembered. Something Mum said after the diagnosis.
Yes?
She said that whatever happened to her, she wanted to stay in control. She said she knew how to do it.
And how was that?
Well, it was this drug, I'm trying to remember what it was called, potassium chloride, something like that. She remembered it from her nursing days.
And what do you think she meant by that, Mr. Southwell?
Well, you know,
You think she meant suicide?
she knew it upset me talk like that. I'd go to pieces. Then she met Mr. Forsyth and decided to go back to St. Hugh's.
She was at home before that?
Yeah. When I asked her why, she said they'd reached an understanding, that I wasn't to worry no more.
And they were the actual words that she used?
I'd hardly forget them, would I? Suppose it was her way of saying goodbye. Now you know.
Well, we appreciate you coming in, Mr. Southwell.
So you won't need to do any more, will you?
I wish it was as easy as that.
What do you mean?
Well, somebody's made an allegation, and we have to investigate.
But she wanted it.
Doesn't make any difference.
Mum would have hated all this, fussing over someone who was going to die anyway. She'd have told you all not to bother.
Yeah. OK, thank you. Yeah. Right, that was the coroner's office. I think we're onto something.
What, they know what this drug is?
Well, judging by the state of Mrs. Southwell, it's most likely to be potassium chloride. Now, that's very common in hospitals, and you don't have to sign for it.
So Mr. Forsyth would have been able to get his hands on some without anybody knowing?
They're testing for it now, and we'll have the results as soon as possible.
So what do? Sit tight for a couple of hours?
I think we have a chat with Mr. Forsyth before things get too heavy.
You reckon we can persuade him to put his hands up?
If he thinks he has the choice, I think he might just cooperate.
Worth a try.
Mr. Forsyth, could we have a word?
What now?
Yes.
That's not possible. I'm due in theatre in 20 minutes.
It's police business.
I am sorry, Chief Inspector. I'm not cancelling an operation which could save a young woman's life. You'll have to arrest me if it's that important.
Well, that will be necessary.
In any case, I was happy to talk to you yesterday.
We were trying to find out if there's anything in the allegation.
I know what Irene Stanton told you. That I gave Mrs. Southwell an injection which caused her death.
Did you?
She was your patient?
Yes.
And you got on well?
We had a lot in common, as no doubt you know by now.
Did you persuade her to come into St. Hugh's?
No, that was her decision.
She told her son that you had an understanding. Now, what did she mean by that?
I have no idea.
The night she died, Mr. Forsyth, why did you visit her?
I wanted to make her as comfortable as possible.
Couldn't another doctor have done that?
Well, of course, but Mrs. Southwell asked for me, and I agreed.
And you promised to give her a fatal injection if she asked for one?
I gave her diamorphine. Irene signed for it too.
There are other drugs that you don't have to sign for. Potassium chloride, for instance.
She told her son that she would take it if necessary.
Did she?
Was that the understanding you had with her?
Discussions with my patients are confidential, Chief Inspector. I'm not revealing them to anyone.
So what did you do with the empty syringe, Mr. Forsyth? Irene said she saw you put it in your breast pocket. Now, why would you do that?
What's your opinion on euthanasia, Chief Inspector?
What I think is irrelevant.
I'm sorry, that's not good enough.
Are you trying to tell me something, Mr. Forsyth?
It's just that in my job you have to decide what you believe in because you're faced with a dilemma day after day, deciding what really is in the best interest of the patient.
And that includes ending their lives?
It certainly includes the possibility of letting an elderly lady in terrible pain die with dignity. I think you'd find many of my colleagues agree. Are they being investigated too? I must go.
Do yourself a favour, Mr. Forsyth. Cooperate.
If you plan to charge me, you should know Irene and I finished an affair 3 months ago. I bet she didn't tell you, did she?
And you think this has some bearing on her allegation?
Irene would like to feel she was acting through the noblest motives. She can't allow herself to think otherwise.
I hope this whole thing's not just her way of getting even.
We're using us to get back at Forsyth.
Well, it looks like it.
I should have seen it, the way she dragged me into it.
Well, perhaps she thought it would take someone of your rank before the hospital would take the allegation seriously. We don't know she's not telling the truth.
Well, you talk to her then, Liz. I'll take a back seat.
We've spoken to Mr. Forsyth, Irene. He denies any involvement in Mr. Southwell's death.
Well, of course he would.
He has told us something, however, which makes us reconsider the case. He said up till 3 months ago you'd been having an affair. Is that true?
An affair?
Irene.
Yes. We were careful. No one at St. Hugh's knew.
Obviously.
Neither did his wife.
Irene, your affair with Forsyth undermines your allegation.
I don't see how.
Well, let me tell you. Even if we get the evidence to proceed, assuming you've been telling us the truth.
Why wouldn't I tell you the truth?
Because you wanted revenge, Irene, and we were your means to have it.
No. My relationship with Jonathan was a private matter.
Not anymore, it isn't. Your affair will be crucial to the defence. They'll portray you as the angry ex-lover.
I told him to go back to his wife.
Then they'll take a different angle. Sad and lonely.
Mr. Meadows.
A woman obsessed.
You can't speak to me like this.
I'm telling you what will happen in court, Irene.
You don't believe this, Mr. Meadows, do you?
Excuse me.
I must be honest. I'm quite surprised. An affair with Jonathan Forsyth and you the total professional.
Thank you, Susie.
Jonathan is a brilliant doctor. But he has these ideas about helping people die I cannot agree with. I've got to make him see he's wrong.
So when his career's ruined and his marriage is over, he's going to thank you for this?
All this has nothing to do with what happened between us. I don't want anything for myself out of this.
What do you want, Irene?
Liz.
Excuse me.
We've had the result on the potassium chloride. It's positive.
How much did they find?
A significant amount. It's enough to charge Mr. Forsyth. We're in business.
I never should have got you involved. It was selfish. I don't know what I was thinking. And now the thought of a court case, everything they'll say about me.
We warned you it could be unpleasant.
I've already been told I could be suspended. When they know about the affair, they'll have no choice. That job is my life. I want to withdraw the allegation.
Well, that won't make any difference now.
Why?
Mrs. Southwell's body has been tested positive for potassium chloride. This corroborates the information we received from Mrs. Southwell's son. The file will be passed on to the CPS, and they'll decide whether to prosecute or not. You know, if you start something, Irene, it's worth thinking about exactly where it might end.